Hey everybody, Robert Wright here, private label law attorney, and today I want to answer the question, can a poor man's copyright really protect my private label brand? Now, first and foremost, what is a poor man's copyright? So you'll hear this, there's, clients will ask this all the time. So I've heard this rumor that if I take a copyrightable work, maybe it's a picture, maybe it's some sales copy, and I put it in an envelope and I mail it to myself, and it comes back, is that going to protect my copyright? That's effectively what's called a poor man's copyright. And it kind of sort of does, to be honest with you. So the way copyright law works, copyright vests upon authorship. So as soon as you put pen to paper, brush to canvas, fingers to keyboard, big pointer finger to clicker on the camera, you have a copyright, right? If you are the author, you are the copyright, you own that copyright. You don't have to register to actually have an enforceable right. You have a copyright just by the very nature of you being an owner. But that said, you can't do anything until you're registered a copyright. You cannot file a lawsuit. There's a question as to the validity of your copyright. You have to prove damages. There's a lot of reasons why you should register a copyright, even though you don't have to. In fact, the law just gives you just a basket full of benefits if you choose to register, as opposed to doing something like a poor man's copyright. And the reason is this, right? It just becomes difficult to prove, right? By taking a photograph, putting it in an envelope, getting it back to you, okay, you've got a date stamp on there, that's all well and good, but really, that just kind of shows when you published, and it goes to like, well, who was first to create the work? And with copyright law, that's not necessarily what we're concerned about. We're concerned about the work itself, right? And so as you think about private label, you think about all the hundreds of dollars you're spending in product photos. You think about, your optimized ad copy that you're having someone create. Don't mess around with that stuff. Don't put it in an envelope. Don't just rely upon a 39-cent stamp or whatever a stamp costs these days. We don't even know because we have forever stamps, right? Don't do that. Spend a little bit of money, register your copyright. It's not all that expensive. You can certainly, there are legal fees involved if you hire an attorney or you find a service like LegalZoom or whatever, but the filing fees are decently inexpensive. And as I always say, if you're serious about your business, take your business seriously. Copyright registrations, trademark registrations, patent registrations, they're not just an expense. They're not just, a drain on the bottom line. They're an investment in your business. And when you go to exit, you're going to get 3 times more on exit with registered copyrights, with registered trademarks, with registered patents than sellers who haven't done that, right? So don't rely upon a stamp. Don't rely upon a poor man's copyright. If you're serious about your business, take your business seriously and register your copyright.